What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Second Street Marvel. I hope you're all having a very good day today. It's New Comic Book Day, and today we're going to have a very special show for you guys because, in case you guys didn't know, if you don't read comics or anything, or even if you do and maybe you didn't know, New Comic Book Day got pushed. Something unprecedented happened yesterday. It was New Comic Book Day was a little early. Yeah, it came a little bit early this week, as yesterday Diamond Distributors, in a very rare form, allowed comic book retailers to release their books a day early to their patrons. So basically, if you have a comic book pull list, you could have went and picked up your comic books at your local comic book shop yesterday, if your local comic book shop was ready for that. I'm sure there's some local comic book shops that probably take the day and don't have everything ready until Wednesday. So very well. Maybe your local comic book shop didn't get maybe they didn't get the email, maybe they didn't know, or maybe they didn't have things ready. But either way, it's something kind of I wouldn't say unprecedented. It's probably, has it ever happened before? I don't know. Maybe it has. Let me know if you know down in the comments below. But yeah, they went ahead and released comic books early yesterday, so a whole lot of people got to go out and get their comic books, and I'm sure a whole lot of people out there are very happy about that. Now, today I did also want to talk about something, and that's the top 10 comics to read while quarantined in your house, right? I don't know. It sounded like a good clickable title. Isn't that a good clickable title? That's not something that's gonna get me demonetized, is it? I don't know. So yeah, I went ahead and got my comic books. I got some of them read. I already dropped my reviews, and I dropped I dropped that this morning. For the Dawn of X titles this week for Excalibur and X-Force. So if you guys didn't check it out, make sure that you go check that out for sure. Definitely go check it out, because you know what? Quite a surprise this week. Quite a surprise this week, as for the first time since starting this whole Dawn of X thing, Excalibur was really good. I actually liked Excalibur. Yeah. Yeah, I know. And if you've been paying attention here on the channel, like, it hasn't been my favorite book. It hasn't been my favorite book out of all of these Dawn of X titles. Matter of fact, it's been my least favorite book. And this issue of Excalibur was actually pretty decent, but still, really nothing much happens during throughout the story. X-Force was once again very good. We got Joshua Cassara back on the art on X-Force, and you know what's weird is, like, I really loved his art when starting out, along with Dean White, and then all of a sudden, we got the different people that came in and just kind of did a really good job, and now they brought Joshua Cassara back, and I'm like, man, it's almost seems odd seeing him come back. But yeah, that's just some of the ones I read. Another one that I read today, guys, last night, was Spider-Woman issue number 1. just pass. Save your money. Save your money. I don't know. I mean, unless you want that nice art germ cover like I got. I mean, unless you want the nice cover, but if you're wanting a good story out of this, just save your money. Save your money. Anyway, guys. Anyway, we'll get into some comic books here. Some books that I think you should probably read while you are quarantined in your house, self-quarantined or whatnot. I know where I live, it's not that bad. People aren't, like, people at the stores are going nuts, but like a lot of this thing would be self-quarantine, because a lot of the businesses are open. Things are kind of running a little normal. I mean, a lot of the restaurants and things are a little bit less busy, and stuff like that. But other than that, a lot of the businesses that I serve seem to be doing, I mean, just fine. I had a good day at work yesterday. So let's get in here to the chats and see who all we got here this morning. We got Vlad Riot. Thank you so much for being here. Fan Jexter says, wasn't sure we were getting a show today. Yeah, sorry, just running a little bit late. I don't know. Busy morning, right? Apex Comics says, hey, you're alive. Yes, I am still alive. Chris from Chaos and Comics says, bullshit. I don't see those posts until 9 p.m. Oh, you mean about the LCSs being given the okay? Yeah, I was gonna say, I think I came across it on Twitter yesterday afternoon. Apex Comics says, I'm waiting for Friday to pick up my comics. Yeah, fair enough, fair enough. Young Ripper 59 is here. What is up? He says, what the fook is up? He says, that's an amazing shirt, brother. Oh, you like that? You like that shirt there? Yeah, it's pretty. Picked it up at the, I don't know, it's the online stores. Yeah, it's a pretty nice shirt. Thank you. And thanks for being here, man. I hope all is well. I still got to go back and watch that video, the Young Ripper 59 that you dropped yesterday, when you're interviewing the people who did the X-Men. I think I caught about the last half hour of it. About the half stuff. I don't know, maybe the last 20 minutes or so. Very good stuff, man. Great stuff. So I got to go back and rewatch the beginning of that. Awesome. Chaos and Comics says, guess I'm reading X titles digital. Really, man? So like your LCS didn't like get them, or you don't have them on a pull list, or dang, that sucks. Let's see. Apex Comics says, if I'm quarantined in my house, I will be drawing more pages in my FemBat book. Hey, there you go. You know, take advantage while you can. And that's one of the things, you know, I was even talking about yesterday. When I was out, I've been out working, you know, in my garage the past couple days, you know, like getting things ready in my business vehicle. I go out in my local area and I sell snacks and all kinds of stuff, which actually right now you would think my sales would be up, which they should be. And yesterday was actually a pretty good Tuesday for me, if I'm being honest. But I've been working out in the garage. I'm sitting there like, man, where's all the live streams at? I figured if all these people quarantined at home, working from home and stuff, like, where's some more good live streams at? So, I mean, tonight I got to take my kids to karate class, but I'm thinking if they have that early class available for karate, maybe I'll get them there early. And then maybe tonight we'll do, like, I don't know, a community live stream, get a bunch of people together and hang out and just talk a bunch of shit. I don't know. Should be fun. I can finish Wicked and Divine Volume 3. Nice. Oh, I haven't ever read that. Wicked and Divine. They're learning by doing. Chaos and Comics says meth kills Corona. That's why. Oh man. Oh. So does soap. Yeah. Right. Uh, big thanks, man. That was a fun interview. Yeah, man. It looked like it, and like I said, they were. It was a really great interview. So I would definitely want to go back and rewatch it. I think I even downloaded that on my phone this morning, as well as the video that you just dropped as well. And that's what I normally do is because I pay for like the YouTube Premium. So because I drive around a lot. So what I do is in the morning I download a bunch of videos, and then I go through and I just have them play on my download list while I'm out working. So it's not using all the network and all that stuff. Yeah, you know, all that kind of stuff. Anyway, Fenrir Fire is here, and Maverick Pilgrim. Thank you guys so much for being here. So, like I said, I did pick up my comics yesterday. Got a nice little stack here of comic books that I've got to review. I'm way behind on reviews, as a matter of fact. You guys can probably, I'm not sure if you guys can see this right here, the stack of comic books right there. Yeah, those are all need to reviews. I still need to review every single one of those. And these right here, these ones are ones that I still need to read. And then I've even got like some other indies and stuff, like when I got this Aftershock mystery box, a whole bunch of comics I got to go through. So I mean, hell, even if the comic shops closed down, dude, I've got so much, so many videos I could do, so many reviews I could do, so many books I've got to read. It's ridiculous. But luckily, I'm my own boss, and I got to be out there hustling anyway. You know, I mean, hey, keeps us honest. You know, you got to stay out there grinding. You know, it's a good thing. But of course, been staying safe too. Most of the places I go to are pretty safe. But anyway, guys, let's go ahead and get into some comic books. Okay, so I clickbaited you all here with top 10 comic books that I think you should be reading right now while you're in quarantine. Okay, and first I want to start off with a book that I think has been pretty good, and it's hilarious. It's a funny book, and I know I've got it here. And it actually I think it just became available on trade paperback. It just became available on trade paperback today, as a matter of fact. But that's Money Shot. This is issue number 4 and number 5. These are ones I have not reviewed yet. But it's funny. Is this a book for everybody? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. It's an indie book on Vault Comics. It's being written by Tim Seeley and Sarah Beatty. Now, if you want to get a taste of who these people are, go check them out on like their Instagram or Twitter and whatnot. I know Sarah Beatty is definitely one that she's on Instagram a lot, posting stuff. I mean, you can tell what kind of person she is. And Tim Seeley, I'm not sure so much, but you can kind of get a little bit of their sense of humor. But this book, Money Shot, is basically about these scientists who no longer have basically grant money, government funds, or anything like that to fund their projects. So what they do is they start crowdfunding, and how they're going to crowdfund their projects is by going into space and having sex with aliens. Because the story starts off basically like the humans had basically been shown how smart they were. Aliens came to Earth and everything, and they observed humans for a while, and they're like, "Man, these people are nuts. No, we're not letting these people join our collective of smart beings out there in the universe." So they took off, and ever since then, like things have been a little bit harder on Earth. So that's what they decided to do, was go into space. Well, they have this spaceship that they call Money Shot, and I can't remember what the actual name of it was, the actual name of the ship, but they called it that because they took and they just basically dumped a whole lot of money into it in one shot, and they never got anything out of it. So, but they're gonna take the ship into space, and they have all these other little like rocket pod things that record and broadcast basically to their YouTube channel is what's going on here. So they get stranded on this planet, they get held captive, they end up having sex with this alien monster and give it an orgasm, and I don't know, like I said, it's not for everybody. It's hilarious. It is a hilarious book though, but certainly not for everybody. But definitely, I would say, one that if you're wanting something funny, kind of lighthearted, silly, adult, just check out Money Shot. You could probably find these at your local comic book shop. And like I said, if your local comic book shop is on top of it and have these ordered, they carry Vault Comics, chances are they should have the trade paperback that just came out today. And it's a funny book. It's a funny book. Plus, it's on Vault Comics. You guys know how much I love I love Vault Comics here, guys. Let's see who else we got here. Lord Callus TV says, "What's up, my brother? How are you doing? Hope all is well, man." Make sure you guys go check out Lord Callus TV's channel as well. He's got a bunch of reviews and everything up there. And God, what was that one? I know I just watched your review on. Oh man, I know it was one of the new Star Wars comic books. I'm not reading them all here on the channel, folks. Like I've been reading Darth Vader, and then I picked up Bounty Hunters this last week as well. But I don't read a whole lot of those. But yeah, so far, and guys, I didn't actually even make a running tally for top 10 comic books to read while you're quarantined. I just made the title that. So that's number 10 right there. Is Money Shot. So yeah. Yeah, like I said, guys, total clickbait. Total clickbait for that. Let's see. Maverick Pilgrim says, "Mods are never late. They arrive precisely when they mean to." Exactly. Well, plus I'm usually sometimes a little bit late here as well. Apex Comics says, "I like the plot from Vault Comics." Yes, and Apex Comics, I was going to say, that was actually going to be one of the ones that I wanted to talk about. I was going to say, honestly, I think that for me would probably be number 1 on my list. Probably pretty close to number 1 on my list to go check out. Definitely for indies, because that's definitely a good one. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into that. Let's go ahead and get into the plot. Let's see here. I know I've got them all here. There we go. Like Apex Comics was talking about, another one that I'll say, because we're not going in any particular order here or anything, so I guess it doesn't really matter. But the plot is definitely one on Vault Comics that you can go read right now. You can pick this up in a trade paperback at your local comic shop. It just came out on trade paperback, I believe, last week. So like I said, if they carry Vault Comics, if they're on top of it, they carry the trade paperbacks, chances are they have the plot sitting there waiting for you to come grab it, because this book is excellent. This one, I believe, made my top 5 list last year. I did a top 10 list of last year, but this one was definitely in the top 5. The plot is one damn good book. It's I think it's on getting ready to come out with issue number 5. I think next month issue number 5 is getting ready to come out. But yeah, this one was really good. If you want a good horror story, this is it. You can see this one right here is issue number 1. This one's like an homage cover to, what is it, House of Secrets? I think it's House of Secrets. It says on here. It says on here when you get this thing open up, they do that on the Vault Comics. They say what the homage is to. You can check that out right there. Ernest Bernie Wrightson, 1948 to 2017, is pop culture's greatest horror illustrator. During the course of his 50-year career, Mr. Wrightson's work haunted covers and pages of DC, IDW, Marvel, and Warren Publishing. House of Mystery, number 179 from 1968. But it is Swamp Thing in his 1971 creation with writer Len Wein that granted him immortality in the decades following. Mr. Wrightson collaborated with horror luminaries such as Frank Darabont, George Romero, Steve Niles, and Stephen King. So yeah, that's a good one. Now this book right here, what this book is about, is very interesting because here in issue number 1, kind of what we open up on is, well, a little bit of story of somebody talking about their father when they were growing up. And gosh, what I can't even remember what the mantra is that they use, but not just what is it, to give? Yeah, first you must give. That's what it says. My father had a simple maxim. He used to say, in order to receive, first you must give. Again, this one's being written by Tim Daniel, Michael Morrissey, Joshua Hickson is on the art. Guys, I've done several reviews on this book. This is definitely one of my favorites of last year. So what happens is this big old pharmaceutical company is launching this new drug, and the CEO is there having this party with all the people, all the investors and all those kinds of things, and we can see he's there giving a speech, and he has an episode, if you will, and so he's not able to finish the speech. His wife steps in, typical stuff you'd see in a movie, right? And so they end up going home. They leave the party early. They go home and they get brutally murdered. What's crazy is they get brutally murdered by this crazy ass looking beast. I mean, it looks like Swamp Thing, And they get brutally murdered. So then their kids end up having to go live back home, where he grew, where their father grew up at in I want to say it's Cape Augusta. Is it Cape Augusta? Something like that. Maine. I can't remember. I want to say it's Cape Augusta, Maine. And they're going to live with his brother. So they're going to live with their uncle, who they've really never met. Yeah, Cape Augusta, Maine. They've never really met their uncle. So they're going to live with him. They have a dog. The son has issues, like he don't communicate well. And the daughter, the oldest, she's a teenager, definitely, probably, I don't know, 13, 14. So they end up going to live with him in this little town. Well, their family is pretty well known in this little town. And a lot of crazy things happen. People disappearing, people dying. Or are they? It's really weird stuff. But the horror story itself is crazy. There's this water leak in the basement. He goes downstairs to clean it up. Ends up hammering into the wall there under the house, and like this dead bodies fall out. Dude, like it's crazy, but it's a great book. Again, that one is The Plot, and I've got yeah, like I said, I pick up that homage cover for issue number 1, but I've also got each one of these here. Plot issue 1. There's issue 2, issue 3, issue 4. Man, and they just recently released a black and white copy of issue number 1. I wish I had a copy of that. They had the black and white copy. I was like, dang, man, I want that black and white copy. But yeah, this The Plot is definitely another one that I think you guys should read right now. It is a current series. So like I said, I think issue number 5 is getting ready to come out next month. So you can always look into that. Let's see here. Put this back. And yes, and it's available on trade paperback as well. Like I said, let's see what's another one that has come out recently. One that came out today One that came out today, and I've already dropped my review on it. I did a preview of it because I got an early copy from the writer, from Michael Morisi. Michael Morisi, one of the guys who is actually writing the plot, also the book I just told you about, but Hexagon, issue number 1. This one just came out today, guys. This book is really good. Now, the thing I want to say about this book is, for one, it's being done by Impact Theory. Impact Theory Comics. You can see right there. If you don't know who Impact Theory is, I highly suggest go check them out. Go check out their website. Check them out here on YouTube. To check them out here on YouTube, you can type in Impact Theory, but type in Tom Bilyeu. Let's see, where's his name? Surely his name's right here on the... Okay, yeah, right here. Right there. On Twitter, you can follow him at IT Comics, Tom Bilyeu, Don Diablo. Now, Impact Theory, I love the company. What they're doing, what they do, great company. This book right here is their new title. It just came out this week. I already dropped my review and preview of this, I believe last month. But this one is really good. Now, I gotta say, Impact Theory Comics only has 2 titles out right now. Okay, they've only got 2 titles. They've got 2 titles that they published. The Hexagon being their second one. Issue number 1 just came out today. And the first one they did was called Neon Future, and they did that one in association with Steve Aoki. It was written by Jim Kruger, and it was a really great one. It was my favorite comic book of last year. I would say it came in number 2 in my top 10, but I would say it was really tied with number 1 being Black Widow, No Restraints Play, written by the Soska sisters. But Neon Future was really good. Hexagon is really good. The one thing I will say about both of their titles is, if I told you about them, you would say, oh, this sounds like this movie or that movie or this story or that story. And they follow a lot of these stereotypical tropes and things that I guarantee you've heard. And I think they're well aware of that. I think they're well aware of that when they're putting these books together, because, I mean, obviously it's in the book. They make references to different things out there in our pop culture. But also, I think that's kind of their way in to hook you into that story as well. Not just pulling on member berries, but actually offering you something new within that story that they are kind of pulling from some of those tropes and things from. Because I will tell you that Hexagon here, really, if I told you about it, it sounds a lot like The Last Starfighter. If you remember that movie, The Last Starfighter. Because what's happening here is this young kid right here, Don, his father... We're not sure what his father does. He's a businessman. Is getting ready to go out of town. And Don here, he knows his father's getting ready to go out of town. And they're hanging out at the mall. His father comes and gets him while he's gazing inside of an arcade as these kids are gathered around, as there's a kid there getting ready to coming close to beating this game called Crucible. So this game has not been beat before. And this kid came close. Everybody's all into it. Well, he's into video games. He wants to play video games. His father won't let him play video games. So his father comes and gets him. He's like, hey, man, come on. Forget about those video games. Let's go to the hobby store. So he takes him to this hobby store to get him a new model kit to build a new Gundam. Well, we see that he ends up getting in a fight with his father. We can see that the Gundam thing is really his father's thing. That, like how we all try to get our kids into the stuff that we like. Well, that's kind of what's going on here. But he gets in a fight with his father because he's like, look, dude, I don't, like, the Gundam thing is your thing. I'm not really into it. But I know why you're bringing me here. You're bringing me here to make me happy, so I'll shut up for something to do because you're getting ready to go out of town and you haven't told me. Him and his father kind of get into it. His father ends up going out of town while he's stuck at home with, I want to say it's a caretaker. It's not his mother. I get the feeling it's not his mother anyway, just by the way she's talking. So he ends up sneaking out with his friends and goes out for a night on the town to this local arcade where everybody's going to be hanging out. So he goes there and he only has 1 quarter. He puts in his first quarter into this game, Crucible, and he sits there and he beats the game. Well, what happens when he beats the game? Yeah, you see where I'm going, right? It's like The Last Starfighter. He beats the game, and what it does is it triggers something out in space, and these people are like, oh, hey, like, he's been found. Now, the thing is what kind of makes me wonder about this book is the way everything kind of came off. It makes me wonder if the father knows a little bit more than meets the eye. And anything like that. But that's kind of what happens, and we see that there are some forces that end up coming. It gets their attention, and they are now going to head to Earth. And that's kind of what this book is all about. I didn't spoil everything in there for you. There's more stuff to it than that. But this one is a very good one. It's an issue number 1. It just came out today. One I would highly suggest you go and check out and read. But is this the best one to read while you're while you're at home, self-quarantined? Maybe not, because there's only one issue. So far, but it is a good title. Just came out today. But I will say, since it is on Impact Theory Comics, I would definitely suggest going out and checking out their other title that they have out that you should be able to pick up at your local comic book shop. Also, it's called Neon Future. That one's available on trade paperback. Yeah, it's available on trade paperback right now at your local comic book shop. But I will tell you, if you can't get out to your local comic book shop, if they're not open, if you don't have the funds to spend on new comic books, and you just want something to read, I will tell you right now, just go to Impact Theory's website. Okay, go to Impact Theory. I think it's at impacttheorycomics.com. Okay, go there. Check out their comic books. Check out Neon Future. Go to Neon Future. Go to each single issue and put digital comic in your basket. You can put all 6 of them in there, issues 1 through 6. Okay? Issue number 7 comes out next month, I believe. But go in there and put each one in your thing, and they're free. All you got to do is put in your email. They just want to see like who their email. Like, they will send you out each and every issue for free. Issues 1 through 6 of Neon Future, absolutely free. You can read the digital copies for free at home, on your tablet, on your computer, on your phone, however you want to, for free. What have you got to lose? You know, if you're at home self-quarantined or you can't go out, you know, you're in one of those cities where they have like really like on full lockdown, just get online. Get online and you can read it for free. Hey, you can't beat that, right? So that should be my number 1. That should be my number 1 comic out of 10 for you to go. You know, that should be the number 1 out of the top 10 because it's free. You get to read the whole thing for free. And then the next month, you can go out and pick up issue number 7. Maybe. I know. Is that messed up? I'm kidding. I'm kidding on the maybe part. Okay, that's bad. I'm just bad, aren't I? Anyway, guys. Yeah. And you know, there was something that I wanted to bring up from the other day that I missed. I missed this 3 days ago for whatever reason. This didn't come up because I think I was going through Streamlabs that day. But this right here, I'll show you there. Show you that came through. Yeah, right there. AFK Bard 3 days ago sent in a $10 super chat saying, "I got my PayPal working for you." So send in a $10 direct donation via Streamlabs, and there are links down in the description where you can go and do that. And so I just wanted to say, AFK Bard, thank you so much for supporting the channel in that way. Again, I was running through StreamYards that day, so it didn't come through. It didn't give me the notification here on my screen, but I just wanted to say thank you so much to AFK Bard for that. I greatly appreciate the generosity, especially in these times right now. Okay. Yeah, see, I was saying hello to everybody, and Apex Comics got me onto one right there. Palanwiki, aka Deviant Porg, says hello everyone. How are you doing? Hi there, Comic Bro. What is up, my brother? How you doing? Bounty Hunter is good. I really enjoyed that one. I need to go back and read that one. I still need to read that one. I didn't get that one read from last week. Fanjex says, wow, and I retweeted it and let people know. I was clickbaited. I know. You were clickbait. I got you. War Stew style, man. Or Everything Always style. Or Everything Awesome style. Or Cosmic Wonder style. I got you. Chaos in comics says this is the 11.4 comics to read. 0.4 comics to read. The only thing late here is Trinity's period. Dang, Chris, you're bad. Highlight Comic Bro says Family Tree has been great. Yeah, you know what? I think I read through issue 3 on that. I still need to read issue 4, and I believe issue 5 came out today too, didn't it? I liked that one. I thought that one was a pretty good series. Written by Jeff Lemire. Who else? Phil Hester, Eric Gapster doing the art in that. Yeah, Yeah, good book. Good book. I've enjoyed Family Tree. Apex Comics says Trinity has good taste at making the plot number one. Yeah, I mean it should be. It should be. I mean because it's one of my favorite titles that they have going on right now. And Vault Comics has this tendency to put out some pretty good titles. First appearance of Swamp Thing. Okay, yeah. That homage cover. Yeah, great stuff. Duda Reviews. Thank you so much for being here. Hope you're having a good day. Says cool shirt. Yeah. You like that, huh? Yeah. Respect the source material. Yes. Apex Comics says this book reminds me of early '70s horror and suspense. Yeah, and I love the way it's drawn too. The plot, the way it's drawn, the coloring, just everything. It really does. It really has that throwback feel to it. And if you open the cover of it, it says the plot 1974. So yeah. Vlad just subbed, says Paul's Purgatory Paul's book review. Awesome. Hexagon looks cool, says Fenrir Fire. It's a really good one. I really do like it. Dre Gaming Network says Black Widow is going to make $5 at the box office. Honestly, Dre Gaming Network, I think Black Widow is going to be one of the first movies that comes back at the theater and does really good. I don't think this is one of those ones that they are going to release on digital. I was talking about this yesterday, and even the more I've talked about it, we talked about that on Monday as well. And there is no convincing me that Marvel Studios or Disney should release that movie on digital streaming for 24-hour rental, 48-hour. It's just not smart for that movie. Because I don't think it's going to rake in the $800+ billion, maybe, or $1,000,000. Maybe it hits $1 billion. But it's not going to do that money by doing any of that. The thing is like, we see that Universal has decided to do that with some of the movies. And I was talking about this yesterday. Invisible Man, already in theaters. Some of these other movies that they want to do, Trolls World Tour. I can't remember what other ones were on there. Those are the two that stand out. But Trolls World Tour, whatever. That movie is probably going to do better during this time doing it that way. For that movie, it might do just fine. They might lose some money, but they might get a lot more people there that wouldn't have normally went to the theater to see it, watching it. Okay, where normally if I was going to do it, I'd probably be buying 4 tickets. I would say normally 5, but my wife would probably be working when I took the kids, and she might not want to go see that movie. So it would be 4 tickets. So if you think about it, like just say I paid $10 a piece for them. That's $40 right there. So them streaming it to my home for $20, say $20 for 24 hours or 48 hours. That's all fine for that movie. Black Widow, huge mistake, because I can guarantee you, Black Widow, and this is what I was saying. Black Widow, I would be buying no less than 8 tickets to go see that, and to make me pay $20 to rent it one time for 24, 48 hours, they're not going to get as much money from me. However, they still might, because I'd probably still rent it a good 2-3 times to watch during that time as well. So there's a little bit of give and take, but I honestly don't think that most other people would do that. I honestly think that if somebody was going to do that, they would rent it and they would call maybe 10 of their friends or their best friends over to the house. Hey guys, let's all get together and watch this at my house. We'll put it on that big screen. We got the surround sound and all that stuff. So you're losing potential 10 people right there for the one ticket price. And so I don't think for Black Widow it's a smart move. But for a movie like The Invisible Man, for the Trolls, for probably even for Bloodshot, honestly, a lot of these movies will probably do good that way. Hell, even Mulan might be one of those ones that might benefit from it. But honestly, I think because these movies aren't the big block. Now Mulan should be. Mulan will probably be one of those big blockbusters. We don't know yet. But most of these movies aren't like a big blockbuster movie is going to hurt. It's going to suffer by doing the digital thing, where a movie like these smaller movies will probably benefit. So there's going to be no real good gauge for Disney and Marvel to go off of when gauging what to do with Black Widow. But I can tell you right now, I can guarantee you, they're just going to push it back a good 3 months. Yesterday I speculated August because the person I had that told me this information going into last weekend told me that that was the thing kind of being kicked around the office, if you will, was August as the projected date for Black Widow, and that only puts it back 3 months, and that seems realistic to me. That seems realistic, and August is a good time. It's right after July. It's still in the middle of summer. It's just not the beginning of summer. It's not the beginning of spring. You know what I mean? It's not at that peak time, but it still comes at a good time because after everything that's going on right now, that's when people are going to start getting their asses back into seats at theaters if the theater hasn't closed. You know what I'm saying? So Black Widow could very well be the movie to bring everybody back into the theaters. And man, I just went off on a on a big long thing there. But yeah, yeah, $5 at the box office. Yeah, I mean I think it'll make more, obviously, but you know. Obviously, you were kidding there as well. But Eli Gray says, "What's up, Trinity and the Second Street crew? I'm under quarantine and feel like a zombie. I mean, do you feel like a zombie? Like you need to go get checked out?" I'm kidding, man. Yeah, man, that sucks. Hope you're doing well. Do the best you can. Like I said, maybe later today, later tonight, if I get a chance, depending on what time my kids go to karate class, maybe we'll do a live stream and just all sit here and hang out together and talk and just have a good time. We'll get different people on. We'll swing people in and out. We'll do whatever we need to do just to get together and have fun. I mean, because a lot of people are just like you, stuck at home. Fired just subbed. Nice. That shirt is awesome. Hey, where's Cap at? Where's Cap? Is Cap at work or did no. Apex Comics says, "Oh man, just jumped. I love small comic published companies. They don't rest on their laurels like Marvel and DC." Well, I think for me, Apex Comics, I will say, I think the one thing where indie small comic book publishers benefit is they can tell whatever story they want to and get away with it. And it's okay, because that's what indies are for. You know, you can have your alphabet character you can have your alphabet character in an indie and it's no problem because that's your world. You can do whatever you want to with that. And the thing is they can actually do that in Marvel and DC as well. The only thing they need to do for their ABC character is create a new one. Don't turn Iceman into your ABC character. Don't turn Spider-Man into him. Don't turn Superman into it. Don't turn Wonder Woman into it. You know, like, just create a new character. And I think that's why indies benefit in that way, because they don't have all the superheroes. They don't have all the beloved characters that people have invested themselves into over decades. And I think that is where Marvel and DC mess up on their books when it comes to things like that, is they change these characters who have been around for these legacy characters. To me, that's the real issue. If you want to write that new character in for your representation or whatever, if you want to write that character into Marvel Comics, fine. Just create a new character. That's all you have to do. And we see that they're perfectly capable of it. They have been doing that. They've been creating new characters. To me, for me personally, that's the real issue. Because, you know, you create the new character and you can do whatever you want to with it. You get to do whatever you want. You created something new. You know, you're not changing a legacy character or an existing character. You know what I mean? In that dramatic of a change. Something that dramatic. I see no problem with that, with, you know, creating new characters. And to me, that's why I like and that's why, like, from an indie book, I'm willing to put up with so much more. You know, you want to write some of them insufferable characters and stuff like that into an indie comic book? Hey, your world, do whatever you want to do. You do whatever you want to do. What they did in here... Oh, man. You know what? I cannot wait. This book right here, I cannot wait to see Young Ripper 59's review on this. I cannot wait to see your boy Zach's review on this. Because I can guarantee you, your boy Zach is going to not be nice to this one. This might be a book that your boy Zach rips in half. I'm serious. This might be one of those books that your boy Zach ends up ripping in half. Yeah. I think it might be. You'd have to read it to understand what I'm talking about, but I'm not suggesting to go read this one. Depending on who you are. You might like this one. If you're aggressively relaxing, I can guarantee you he's laughing at this. He enjoyed this. I didn't hate it. I just thought it was like, eh. If it wasn't for this nice cover, I would toss it behind me right now. If it wasn't for this nice art dream cover, I would just toss it. I would. it's yeah. But this one, however, see, this one sets a new standard for comic books. Amazing Mary Jane, because like this one got me. I mean, not only Black Widow last year with No Restraints Play, and no Black Widow series since then has been as good. Probably not even the new one getting ready to come out next month, being written by Kelly Thompson. But this book kind of set a new standard because like we just come out of, last year we got that great Black Widow book with No Restraints Play by the Soska sisters. Fucking great book. And then I read Amazing Mary Jane and I was expecting it not to be good because who's writing this? Leigh Williams. And then I get into reading it, I'm like, man, this book is actually really good. Every issue I read, I like it. It's fun. It's delightful. I have a good time reading it. So, when Spider-Woman was coming out, even with, who's writing it? Carla Pacheco? Even with Carla Pacheco writing it, I've never really read much of her work. I was sitting there like, ooh, another female book. Maybe this one will be good. But then again, I forgot. It's a female superhero book. So she has to be insufferable. She can't be just like Mary Jane and be humble and be nice and be a cool person just solving problems. She has to be insufferable. And that's what they did with Spider-Woman. I'm kind of sad. Because as far as I knew, I thought Jessica Drew was alright. Fenrir Fryer says, nice. Maurice is doing the Clone Wars Battle Tales miniseries. Yes, that 5-issue series is, I believe, coming out next month. I was thinking about picking that up, but man, it's coming out week after week, like 5 weeks in a row. But yeah, I've been wanting to read that one too. Yeah, and I like his writing. Eli Gray says, total freedom to do your own unique stories and take risks. Absolutely. That's why I like the indies. Look how well the stuff from IDW is doing, like Lock and Key. And as a matter of fact, IDW has one of my another one that it's a book they were doing and then they forgot about was Mountainhead. It's a great book being written by John Lees, who actually had a book just released today on AWA called Hotel. Great stuff. Yeah, true. Transformers, G.I. Joe, and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are probably their big three. Yeah, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles does good, man. I know a lot of people like that book. Edwin the Comic Jabroni loves Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. He loves his turtles. I'm True Skills says, what's up, Trinity? It's a slow for comics. Nah, man. Nah, dude. It's like, it's a big week for me, man. It's a big week for me. Yeah, I was gonna say it's a big week for me, man. I got a big stack this week, man. Next week doesn't look to be any less either. Max Santiago says Snowflake and Safe Space killed me. Oh wait, on which one? Snowflake and Safe. Oh man. I know that was in one of these books that I was just reading. What you're talking about there? Snowflake and Safe Space killed me. If you, man, what was I don't know, but yeah, Snowflake. Eli Gray says no space is safe. What happened to old-fashioned debates and open-mindedness? Absolutely. Apex Comics says if Marvel wants to release Black Widow until August, they need to release a limited edition comic for ticket holders. Well, even then, if they put that in right now, we're still looking at 2 months before they get it out anyway. So, I mean, it would barely come out before the comic. But they've also, I mean, they have those Black Widow Prelude comics that have come out already as well that people, I mean, I would suggest going out and reading them just because I'm a nerd and I like doing those things and speculating on some of that stuff. But yeah, I mean, it's really not that big a deal. I mean, I don't expect anything from anybody just because the movie got pushed back. Now, like if I was going to see Mr. Bungle and my $200 tickets got canceled, I'm effing pissed because I can't get that $200 back, because chances are I brought him from a scalper, because he's crappy, and I got online to buy my tickets the same morning, the same minute they went on sale, and all of a sudden all the bots got them and you can't get a damn ticket. In case you can't tell, I didn't get Mr. Bungle tickets a while back, right? Yeah. Eddie, like, it seems like a troll job on the nose, don't you think? Harley Quinn's out on VOD next week. Ooh, they need to they need to do something to recoup some money, that's for sure. Captain Pennsylvania, there he is, says, I get Scarlet for my birthday in August. She's gonna be pumped. Right? Right? What's up, Cap? Cap is washing his sheep. Yep, I'm seeing the doc Thursday and trying not to bite people. Oh, okay. All right. Well, hope all is well, Eli. Hope all is well, man. Hope you haven't come down with, everything that's going around. Hopefully it's just a minor thing. Palanwiki, Deviant Pork says, like Snowflake and Save Space. Likewise says, no Max Ontario, I'm being serious. I'm so tired of people's lack of common sense. I'm 42 and a Gen Xer. I don't get over the sensitivity and end of free speech and edgy humor, Chappelle style. Don't get over, because people are crazy. Captain Pennsylvania says, I overslept. Playing video games at night with people from California is a bad idea. Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Have you seen the new sneak peek at New Warriors #1? New characters are very soy. No, I have not. But just the title itself to me implies that. New Warriors. New Warriors. Just like the New Mutants book that's out right now. Sounds like it's full of insufferable characters. A Duder says, are they for real characters? Yes, they are. They are 100% for real. Like they're getting Children of the Atom getting ready to come out. Children of the Atom. Children. That kind of spells it out for me right there. Children. You know what I mean? When they rope you in and you feel suckered in for buying Children of the Atom, don't say that they did any false advertising, because it's right there in front of your face. Children of the Atom. I heard Spider-Woman has 23 covers. I don't know about that, but it's got quite a few. Eli Gray says, I agree. The retconning or all the characters in Marvel for inclusion was over the top. They should have just made new characters. Absolutely. Absolutely. It's not that hard to do. They're doing it right now. They have Swordmaster. They have Arrow. Never liked Spider-Woman's costume. I don't mind her costume or anything. She got a new costume now. I don't mind her look. I'll tell you what I don't like about this comic book. I'll tell you another thing. This is all for my review, but how she's drawn in here. She's very drawn in that new modern Marvel. She's drawn with that new modern Marvel look. That new modern Marvel look. That's how she's drawn here. I always thought that Spider-Woman was a voluptuous. Look. It's Miles Morales. Yeah. Which is crazy, because, look. Yeah. Ooh, but it's crazy, because then here you get towards the end of the book. And I'm not sure who did the art here, but we get to see her drawn right. They drew her right at the end of the book. What happened throughout the rest of the book? Sure, it's a different artist. This one's saying Strike Force, so I'm not sure if this is a preview from Strike Force. I mean, aside from her man hands right here, that's, they got her looking like a woman. Look. It didn't seem very hard to do. Although I gotta say right here, this last panel, I thought it was good. It's done really well, but they didn't nail it. They didn't knock it out of the park on that one, but yeah. You don't have to pay attention to the Greg Land cover. That's okay. But you do have to go through here and look at Mary Jane. What's that? She looks like a woman. She looks like a woman. Hmm. Hmm. But they did mess up in this. I will, there was this. I'm just gonna save it for the review on Amazing Mary Jane, because I like Amazing Mary Jane. It's one of my favorite books. I really do like it. It's really good. I'm Two Skill says, LOL, Captain. I was reading X-Men and Avengers all night. I'm probably going to read a whole bunch of Marvel story arc. Yeah, yeah. Pelin Wiki says, due to reviews, it seems so. But the guy who write that is known on humor, so maybe it's parody. But I saw an interview of him, and it seems like he takes it quite seriously. Who is it that's writing that one? Is that the one that they got Kibblesmith on? Is that the one that got Kibblesmith on? Geez, what a world. Take off the Art Germ Spider-Woman cover and insert it on a cool Spider-Woman reprint. Yeah, you're so bad, dude. You're so bad. No Warriors looks like a SJW nightmare. Are you talking about... By SJW means silly, jokey woman, right? Silly, jokey woman? A silly, jokey woman nightmare? Max Santiago, I think they are being serious with those characters. I'm all for free speech, but they can make Safe Space, Snowflake, and Sofrito. They can make Safe Space, Snowflake, and Sofrito too. But part of free speech is that I comment on it, and I think, yeah. I'm gonna read House of X. We gotta support the mutants out there. Oh yeah, House of X is a great one. Love House of X. I love the West Coast Avengers. Very funny, diverse, but well written. That. It looks bad, but I'll give it a chance. Oh, okay. Yeah, that new one. House of M, my bad. Okay, yeah, I see. Oh, House of M, yes. Whiskey, Steals, and Tumbleweeds, thank you for being here. I don't give bad comics a chance. Too expensive. Yeah, absolutely. I hear you. Yeah, I hear you. The character design is crap. Free speech works both ways. My opinion doesn't impede the creation, distribution, and sales of an apparent lame comic, in my opinion, of course. Oh, yeah, no, absolutely. Absolutely. The one thing with a lot of these comic companies is they're not good at advertising their own comics. They're not good. Like, most of them aren't. Because I've seen some of the ads, some of the things that Marvel does here on YouTube to promote some of their comic books. Like, dude, they ran an ad for Arrow, 2 weeks ago. I'm like, you realize that you guys are about to be on issue number 9, right? I just picked up issue number 9 this week. And you're just now running ads for Arrow? You're about to put out a second volume of Arrow in trade paperback. And you're just now putting out the ad for it? Yeah, I don't get it. Which is a good one. Which is actually a decent one. I'm old and just don't get the need for it. The 90s was open to anything. I missed that it was comic related. Oh, okay, yeah. I'm going to try out that new Warriors. Why not? I might review it. Palin Wiki says, Mr. Bungle? Patton? Good. Yeah. Travis Adams says, just read Vader down. Hella good, but new to comics. Any recommendations? As far as Star Wars comics, I don't know. I don't read a whole lot of Star Wars comic books. I will say that I did start reading that Darth Vader comic book that just started coming out last month. And I got the issue number 2 just came out last week. I also heard that Vader Dark Visions is really good. But that's kind of what I'm talking about here. So far I've talked about Amazing Mary Jane's been good, but the plot on Vault Comics is really good. It's a really great one. Money Shot, if you want something perverse and adult, Money Shot's really good. Blade Runner 2019 is another good one that I've really liked. Apex Comics is oh man. Fell behind again. $200 on lost on bungled tickets, Trinity. Ouch. No, I didn't buy them. I didn't buy the bungled tickets. No, that's how much they were going for from scalpers. But I didn't buy it. We didn't get any. But that's how much they were from scalpers, because the original ticket price was only $20 bucks. What? You need to read that, bro. Says Cap. Yeah, I need to also. I'm 45. I read comics since the 80s. In the 90s, all the to the extreme trend were crap too. So is this, in my opinion, of course. The early VOD releases are because they know everyone is stuck at home. Yeah, but I don't think they're gonna, like as I was saying, I don't think they're gonna do that for every movie. For every movie, Invisible Man will be on all VOD platforms for rent this Friday since theaters are closed. Yeah, and like I was saying too, when it comes to Invisible Man, Invisible Man has already been in theaters what 3 weeks, 4 weeks now. It's pretty much raked in most of the big money that it's going to. This release for it is only going to benefit the movie, and then in another couple of months when it's released actual on digital where people can buy it to own, it might even do that much better. So what happened with Spider Woman? Ugh. I'm gonna save it for my review. I'm gonna save it for my review of Spider Woman. I may have Myrtle do that one. At Max, they got really violent in the '90s. Deadpool didn't even tell jokes; he just shot people. Yeah, they're writing her with a different attitude than her usual one. The not new costume looks like Miles. Yeah, is Spider Woman not any good? Save your money. Save your money. She's killing a boy. Not enough bodaciousness in Marvel women anymore. Well, some of them there are. Some of them there are. Like I was saying, Amazing Mary Jane is great. You remember Adam X, the Extreme Mutant? I don't. Eli Gray says, Trinity, did they make Jessica Drew not funny and sarcastic like she usually is? Well, she's not very funny. She seems sarcastic, but not very funny. But not very funny. Um, I love the art, the cover art on that Mary Jane comic. Yeah, that one was done by Greg Land. Honestly, I want to go get the original cover on it. The original cover on it. Yeah. Counts TV is laughing. Part of her power is using her spider pheromones to attract people. And she ain't gonna attract nobody being drawn like that. She gonna need fucking super pheromones. And I've got some other critiques about that comic book that I'm gonna get into my review. They should have kept Spider Woman's old costume. And I don't know. I don't mind the costume change. That's fine. The costume change is fine, but yeah, it's just the way it's written. Part of her, yeah. That Mary Jane is good, man. I can't believe I like it that much. I know, that's what I'm saying. Amazing Mary Jane is amazing. And yes, I probably have coronavirus, which is scary since I have asthma and other. Oh man, that sucks, dude. Dude, don't say that, man. I'm hoping the best for you, Eli. I really am. I hope it's not coronavirus. Hopefully it's just something minor, and just given everything else that you have, hopefully it's just a cold and it's just hitting you a little worse than normal. Hopefully, I hope it's not. I hope it's not that, Eli. I hope it's not that. I hope it's not that. And I'm sure everybody else here in the chat feels the same way, man. Hope it's not that, dude. Yeah. Yeah, see, and yeah, everybody here's saying there. Vlad says, Trinity, don't get confused now. Paul's Purgatory says, Captain just subbed. Trinity, what do you think of the new Warriors they are doing? Honestly, guys, I haven't watched that trailer and all that stuff. I haven't watched it yet. I have no real feelings on it yet. But like if it's anything like New Mutants, probably not for me. I realize that. Apex Comics says, comic companies can advertise in wrestling magazines and get more readers. Yeah, maybe so. Eli Gray says, thanks. I'm freaked out because I haven't left the house. My nephew came over without me knowing for a sleepover, and my family has not been safe like I have. Yeah, man, that sucks. Yeah, we're all hoping the best for you, Eli. We're all hoping the best for you, man. I'm gonna read everything X-Men says. I am True Skills. Yeah, absolutely. Mike Rogers says, "Did you or are you picking up Hexagon?" Yeah, I got all three covers. I bought all three covers. I'm a big supporter. I got all three covers. This is only the one. I got the other two at the shop. But I picked up all three covers. I'm a big supporter of Impact Theory. I love Impact Theory and what they do. So yeah, I got all three covers, and I'll likely be giving some of these away, and I'll probably likely give away a trade paperback of it when it becomes available on trade. Um, Perry Comics is lurking. What's up, Perry? How you doing, man? Palinwiki says New Mutants is written by Daniel Kibblesmith. He's the most known for his Stephen Colbert. Okay, Kibblesmith. He recently wrote the Loki series that just came out, and I think I bought through issue 4. I didn't buy issue 5. I need to just go pick it up so I can have all of them, but it was all right. Glastonbury, huge festival here in the UK, canceled due to Corona. Oh yeah, I bet they're canceling everything. Cap says, so am I. I haven't stopped working. My dad as well. But we decided we're just going to live life free and full. Absolutely. They are doing the VOD for Trolls World Tour 2. Yeah, they're doing it for several movies. I think I read that they're doing it for all the movies that are supposed to be coming out during this time. But for like most of Universal's movies might actually benefit from this, to be honest with you. But a movie like Black Widow absolutely is not. Mulan, absolutely not. Them movies will suffer from a VOD release like that. Will suffer for it. Suffer greatly. I can guarantee it. But yeah. I've been stuck at home for months. I've been working on a new album and launching a channel, which is all on hold for now. Yeah, I bet, man. Trinity, you know damn well I can read without spending money, but I'll stay away for now. Oh, yeah. Me too. Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah. Like I said, I'm sure we're all hoping the best for you, Eli, man. And keep us updated, man. Keep us updated. Let us know how you're doing, man. You guys can follow Eli Gray on Twitter and everything as well, man. Let us know, dude. Let us know. Just like I found out about somebody else that has been missing from the community in a while. A viewer used to be here on the show, used to come in here in the comments. Marquise Roberts. Hadn't heard from him in a while, man. He's a good friend of Dylan Comics. And I was asking Dylan about him the other week. And then I asked him about him again this week. And he's like, oh, man, I haven't. But he finally let me know. We finally heard from him. He's just been really busy and hasn't been on. So, yeah, man. And that's the thing is, we're here online. This is a big world, you know what I mean? But we see a lot of each other quite regularly, quite often, man. So don't think that, if you're out there, don't think that you're alone, man. If you're out there in our community and have been interacting with us, don't think that none of us aren't thinking of you or anything like that, man. We all hope the best for everybody. I don't think anybody that I've really come across here on YouTube is like a bunch of assholes or anything, man. There's a bunch of good, caring people around here. And it is, as big as the world is, the YouTube community that I've kind of been welcomed into and a lot of people I've come across, it's a really small community. So don't think that there aren't people out there thinking of you and hoping the best for you and your family in the times with everything that's going on these days as well, guys. Because we are. You know what I mean? And it's not one of those like hippie things like, oh, we're all in this together, we'll all get through it. It's not about that. Because we are. We are all in this together. We will all get through it. But, don't think that there aren't other people out there who aren't thinking of you and wish the best for you. You know what I mean? Sure, there's a lot of people who are here on YouTube and everything, and they have their personalities. Maybe they're sarcastic, maybe they're assholes and stuff like that. But that don't mean that they actually are that. You know what I mean? I know everybody. There's very, very few people I run out there in the world that are just truly bad people who do not think about others and do not care about others. So don't think that you're alone out there. If you need somebody to talk to, message somebody out there. Get on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter. Get a hold of me at 2nd Street Marvel. You can do that anytime. Let me know how you're doing. Like I said, maybe later tonight, if things go right, maybe we'll do a community stream here and just come together and bullshit and just have a good time. You know what I mean? I don't know. Like I said, I'm a very busy person, so it's hard. I can't 100% commit to anything, but we'll do that soon, man. Just get together and just have a good time and get to know each other a little bit better. This coronavirus sucks. My friends are acting different towards me. Yeah, that's weird. Weird. Why? We need to build up our immune system to help fight this bad beer virus. Yeah. Well, I mean, fortunately, it's too late if your immune system's not already good. Fortunately for me, I've always had a pretty good immune system. At Eli Gray, well, I can't wait to experience. Yeah, definitely. This is an awesome community and group. Thanks for running 2nd Street Marvel. Yeah, no problem, man. Like I said, I'm just a dude with a camera, man. I'm just a dude with a camera and a microphone. We can have different opinions, but we are all geeks and family. Absolutely. And some people can't put up with a lot of that stuff too. And hey, man, a lot of people out there, they just block people out of their lives and everything like that. Like, for those people like that, I feel bad for them. But like, we don't need to make fun of them for it neither, do we? I mean, we can. It'd be fun. But, hey, they want to sequester themselves and block other people out of their lives. We can see everybody's doing that right now anyway. But, yeah, man. Absolutely. We care for our comic book and YouTube community. God bless you all. Absolutely. I play alternative rock, but have been in punk, industrial, and hard rock bands. I have an entire album up for free. Nice. Geeky Guy Comics says, "Hey dude, happy new comic book day." Yeah, man, happy new comic book day to you. And yeah, get out to your local comic book shop and pick them up. Awesome. I'll add you on Twitter and have a listen. Yeah, definitely do it, man. Definitely go check out Eli Gray. And guys, I know I like I said, I clickbaited you guys in with top 10 comics to read while quarantined. We didn't get quite through all 10 of them. We didn't, because we've been here hanging out, having an awesome conversation and community. I will tell you, I could easily list you other books right here that I've got from New Comic Book Day for you to go out and read. You got kids. You want them to read a good book? Have them read Shapes. This is another one. Shapes is another one on Cave Pictures Publishing. This one is similar to what's going on in Hexagon, but still different. It's definitely for younger readers, just like Hexagon is aimed at younger readers. Some others I would suggest you go out and read are these new ones that just came out under the imprint AWA Upshot, and that's Archangel 8 and Hotel. These ones are great reads. I read these in the Upshot Now books they did. Also, the other one that came out I forgot to pick up was this one right here, The Resistance. Go check that one out as well. Great stuff. So there's another two right there that I would highly suggest that you go read. Another one, you could probably find this at your LCS too. This one just came out today, but Bad Reception has been a great book. This one was on hiatus for a good 3-4 months. I haven't read an issue of Bad Reception, but it was good. It was a good read. Artemis and the Assassin, another one on Aftershock Comics. I'm gonna save my review for that one, but you can go check that one out as well. But let's see what else here did I pick up today. Obviously, X-Force came out today. Make sure you go check that one out. Another one of my absolute favorite comic books that has come out here over these whole new Dawn of X series. But yeah, all good ones, that I think you guys should go out there and check out. Another great one. Man, I don't even know if I have it here because I still got to review it. I don't see it here, but another great one, another really good one, if you can find it, is called Creature Feature. Cult Classic Creature Feature by Vault Comics. Great book. But anyway, guys, let's see. Let's see. Palanwiki says cancel culture can have their channels. Here we all can agree to disagree while respecting each other. Absolutely. Being creative helps keep your mind, body, and spirit stronger and healthier. Best to you. Stay strong. Absolutely. Whiskey Stills. Definitely. If anyone needs to talk or just wants to bullshit, I'm always available to message me on Twitter at Captain Pennsylvania. Definitely, yeah. Like I said, guys, go check each other out, man. Like I said, most of you guys that I've come across have all been really, really great people, man. Like I said, it's been a good and supportive community. But guys, I've got to end the stream. I've got to get to work. Very busy day for me, even with everything going on. I'm a very busy person. I run my own business. I get out in my local community and I serve people. And in these times right now, I think like yesterday I went into a couple of new places. Not necessarily new, but man, I did actually pretty good for being a Tuesday for me. I did a lot more sales than I normally do on a Tuesday. So I'm looking forward to having another very good day today. But guys, that's all I have for this video today. Thank you all so much for tuning in to the Second Street Marvel. Make sure you subscribe, click the little bell and all of that good stuff, because I'm going to have some more comic book reviews dropping here on the channel. Make sure you go check out the ones that I dropped this morning for the Dawn of X titles, which was X-Force and Excalibur. Excalibur was actually a pretty good read this week, so make sure that you go check out my review. But you all have a very good day, and we'll see you in the next video. Later. Oh man, the button didn't work. There we go. Later.